Spirit Halloween animatronics, ISE, setup instructions, box designs, more animatronics, everything has just been revealed. Let's take a look at it. So I'm pretty sure you're just as shocked as I am. I am absolutely flabbergasted. We've pretty much got the whole lineup revealed and just the ISE revealed as well. But the first image we have here is Backbend Bonnie, and then we have Monkey Business, and we can see right inside the train, and my goodness, this looks phenomenal. And there's future photos we will see. There's so much going on inside the train. I'm just so hyped. So we've got a very good image of Backbend Bonnie's face. We've also got an image of her box. And my goodness, isn't she cool? Look at her. She's a nice dress on. She's in a red dress. And as predicted and as obviously known already, she has a back bend movement. She is amazing. Moving on to Monkey Business. He's not a monkey, nor is he a gorilla, nor is he anything monkey related. He's a clown. But he holds a present, which a monkey head pops out of, which I think is a pretty unique concept. It's just, he's a clown, which is just a bit annoying because we've got quite a few clowns this year. But he looks amazing. Every clown coming out this year have their own unique style and concept and theme, and I'm absolutely in love with that. But there's so many images we need to talk about, so I'm just going to briefly go past this one. But my goodness, look at the ISE in this photo. So the image I have right here is a manual showing the back and the inside of the ISE train, and it's ginormous. So straight off the bat, at the back we have Trick or Treat Pete. He looks pretty cool. He's a small little greeter. We've got stuff like this before from Spirit Halloween, but now we're just kind of getting an animatronic form of those Trick or Treat greeters they kind of do. But oh my goodness, this ISE, I've never seen anything like it. The doors are all like kind of broken and dented, and like the windows are missing, I think. It's just the quality is way better than leaks we've gotten before. It's just not 100%. After all, it's a printed page, so. But oh my goodness, look, there's Sinister Strawman, there's a Lantern Keeper, the Gatekeeper, whatever you call him. There's Headcase Harry, there's the Night Owl. Now we already know what the Night Owl does. We've seen the demo, we've got it revealed, we know all about it. People have it, people have unboxed it. Same with the sewer rat, mutant sewer rat on the inside. So we see him set up, and then we see a seat with the sitting scarecrow sitting down, and apparently when you sit down next to him, it sets off like a pressure pad and he jumps up. Like they put some sort of like step pad underneath the seat of the cushion, and when you actually sit on the cushion it activates him, which is so like awesome. I'm in awe with this theme. It actually seems to be in two pieces, because if you look very closely you can see that it's not initially kind of connected to the other side. Or maybe I'm just seeing things, maybe it is, or I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell, but it looks like it's in two separate pieces. And oh my goodness, this is an awesome ISE. So this is quite an interesting one. This is an image which shows the front main archway, the subway cart, and then a back theme. So we are getting a back theme. Initially people thought we were going to get two like pieces of themes, but we're actually getting three technically if you count the archway as a theme. But my goodness, it's all mapped out. So the front of the theme is just a bunch of risers, like the front of the cart, and then there's the two entries on each side, and then at the back there's like more risers for animatronics. And I'm very curious about that back theme. Now I'm sure most smaller stores won't really have the back theme, or maybe just the archway and the back theme, because the subway cart is absolutely ginormous. It's so long, so wide, got so much going on. I'm sure it was a very expensive ISE to pay for most spirits. But my goodness, look at, just admire this. This is so fascinating. I am obsessed with this ISE this year. And at the back, I don't think we've got any photos or anything whatsoever. I'm sure if I do find some, I'll pop them up on the screen now. But if I haven't and there's no images there, that most likely means we haven't got any images of the back theme just yet. I'm sure we will in the oncoming days, or whenever Spirit Halloween decides to drop it all, which at this point they might as well, because we pretty much have seen everything. So come on, Spirit. And a detail I just realized, on the bottom here we've got all the animatronics with a certain letter, and each letter corresponds with the theme above, which shows which animatronics are going to be where. I'll probably correspond and connect what is going where on the screen right now for all of you to see, so you can understand what is going where, what you should expect in certain spots, and what the Spirit employees are currently doing to set this thing up, of course. So one of our last images is an image of the Jack the Reaper animatronic mascot. Now we have some sort of like what is labelled as advertisement thingy, which I think is like Nibbles last year. He had something similar, and that's because he had motion tracking cameras, which would, his head would move following your movement, which if he does that, oh, Jack the Reaper will be one of the best animatronics of this year, and probably the best animatronic mascot of all time. Because he already looks cool enough, never mind actual motion tracking technology just like Nibbles. And I'm glad to see that they're reusing that technology, because it was really cool last year, and they're probably going to improve it a bit this year, since when they reuse stuff, like example Mr. Dark's mechanism, they tend to upgrade it over time, which I'm looking forward to seeing the same thing with this motion tracking. If it's motion tracking, it could be very easily something else, but I don't really see why they would do the same exact advertisement thingy if it wasn't motion tracking, which really gets my hopes up. So this brief image here just shows electrified corpse and then the back view of the lantern keeper. So we can see that the electrified corpse will be opposite the sitting scarecrow and will be hooked up to a step pad just below the chair he's like hanging above, which I thought he would be in a more appropriate area, like somewhere with like high voltage signs or somewhere with more wires, but he's still pretty cool there. I'm sure that some stores will put his activator underneath the cushion like they did with the sitting scarecrow, but I'm sure that won't be much stores since the ISE manual says to set it up like this. But I honestly wish they would just do the same thing they did with the sitting scarecrow, because it just makes more sense. But finally, I just want to talk about a few of these boxes. So we've got the Crypt Countess, Trick or Treat Pete, the Lantern Keeper, Jack the Reaper mascot animatronic, and then we've got another view of the Lantern Keeper, and then we have Trick or Treat Pete and Sinister Strawman. I have two more photos to talk about. They're not really important, but here we've got the nun in the ISE, and then we've got the nun and Headcase Harry next to each other. And you can actually see their activation switch. It's pretty cool. It's like the one we seen in the trailer back in, I think, May time. Anyways guys, thank you so much for spending your time watching this video today. This is your favorite plague doctor, the Hooded Plague, signing off.